In this day and age, there are many individuals and companies who are looking for ways to have more visitors to their websites. There are many articles, both online and offline, that offer tips and advice on how to do just that. The problem though is that if most people are using the same tips and methods to boost their visitor numbers, then it can be difficult to gain a competitive edge. For that to happen, a person needs to be doing something that other site owners are not doing. This is why it is important to try things that are more novel and obscure. For example, here are 7 traffic sources overlooked by many internet marketers. 1. Vimeo. When internet marketers think about places online where they can post their videos, they usually think of one place, namely YouTube. This means you will miss out on a lot of opportunities because there are other video sites that also have large audiences out there. Vimeo is one of such sites. It makes sense to maximize the distribution of your video to several video sites if it is an interesting or funny video. So it is important to consider sites such as Vimeo, as well as potentially other large video sites such as Youku, which is popular in China. 2. Podcasts on iTunes. People turn to podcasts to be entertained and to receive information and for other purposes. If a person is able to produce interesting audio content, he or she should consider having podcasts on iTunes. This allows the content to reach a huge audience of iTunes podcast users, and it is a fairly simple matter to include the URL of a website in the podcast itself. This allows listeners to also become site visitors. 3. Scribd. This is a website that mainly acts as a place for people to upload PDFs for sharing and publication. There is a lot of useful information here, and it is a site that many students, teachers, academics, and other decision makers use to learn about something. A person can create and upload PDFs to Scribd about topics within his or her niche. Each PDF can contain links back to the website, allowing readers to also visit the site. 4. Flickr. This site has been around for quite a while and remains fairly popular for people who would like to upload, share, and view interesting photographs. A person can upload compelling photos and images related to his or her niche. The photos can contain a watermark with the name of the website or its URL, or the URL can also be included in places such as the person's profile or in comments. 5. Instagram. This site has become one of the main go-to places for interesting photos, and it is the one that Flickr is trying to compete with at the moment. Instagram is both a photo sharing site and a social media service. Again, if a person has interesting photos to share, this site can be used to promote the URL of his or her website. 6. Reddit. This is a tricky site to use. On one hand, Reddit receives a huge number of visitors each day who are looking for something entertaining or informative. But it is also important to note that visitors here respond negatively to overly promoted content, though it allows posting content with a URL to the person's website, but this has to be done in a subtle way. 7. Quora. This is an alternative to Yahoo Answers that has been used in various ways, including in past election campaigns. A person can provide answers to questions in his or her niche and either mention the name of the website or provide a URL. These are only 7 traffic sources overlooked by many internet marketers. There are many others. It is just important for a person to be creative and to think outside the box in order to find more. See below for details on where to find 25 additional traffic corridors for your business.